Hello everyone, today is the results video. So we have those 18 quad FPV packages, not all of them are quads of course, that we need to do the random draw for. And I kind of made a mistake on the form. I forgot to ask for friendly names. So in order to maintain your privacy, I went through and I chopped off part of the email address. And so that's what we'll see on screen. I'm going to go through those really quick. So those of you that like to pause and kind of see your entry, you'll have to be pretty eagle-eyed, maybe play the video at a slower speed during that section. So first things first, I owe a few people an apology. So you might remember from the original video, I had kind of giving a warning about, watch out for spammers. Don't email me about, just wanting a quad, or don't email me or message me about this, that, and the other. And unfortunately, it's kind of inevitable, I think. It just kind of happens that people message me and they want me to verify that their entry was submitted, or they want to tell me something about their entry to watch out for, and that's just impossible. There's thousands of entries. I work a day job, I have a family, I have a life outside of doing this stuff, and so going through and checking all those things, it just isn't something that I'm willing to do, or that I have the time to do. Depends on your perspective on how you want to see that. But a few people that had messaged me in such a way, maybe I was less empathetic to their excitement than I should have been, and they may have caught a bit of my wrath, and I owe you, those people, an apology. I should have taken a better understanding and a better position to the fact that you were just excited and wanted to make sure that you had done what you needed to do in order to be included in the giveaway. So again, my apologies. I will try to be more mindful going forward of those situations. It doesn't mean I'll respond. I'll just respond differently if I do respond. And I'll think I need to do a better job of being more clear in those giveaway videos, of just not messaging me about the giveaway videos really at all. Something else, if you have one, you should have an email from me, directly from me. It's not from someone who's using the channel logo, but has a different name. It'll be from me, from my email address, and you have to respond to that email. I won't accept any other response than from that email. So when you say I didn't get the email, I can resend the email. I'll have that for my sent items. I can just pop that up and send it again. But we have to have a response from that email. And there is a verification process, so it will take a step or two from you in order to verify you are who you say you are, and I've got the right email address and all those things. And you've only got 5 days to respond. On the 6th day, goes back on the shelf, goes to the next giveaway. It's got to be a cutoff somewhere, so 5 days I think should be sufficient. If you have an email account you don't check within 5 days, I suggest you just don't use that email account in future giveaways. I am covering the shipping up to $25, and I don't send batteries. As I said in the last video, if we have a package that by chance it comes to $28 or something like that, it's very likely I'll just cover it and send it on out, because I'm not going to do the haggling over that. But I just thought reducing that was something that we should do just for the sake, hard to speak in the moment, that we really haven't had any packages come in over that, and there's 18, so if I were to have packages that came in over that, it would get to be a fairly substantial amount of money that would possibly inhibit me being able to buy something to bring to the channel and to share with you. So let's reverse course. Let's go over to the desktop, and we'll start to go through the process. Okay, so we've got the video up here, as you can see. First giveaway of 2022. Time to clear the shelf a bit. Yeah, gotta make some space. This little man cave area, or command center, as my wife likes to tease me about, is gotten kind of full, and we need to get, especially these RTF packages, which have a goggle with them and a radio. They're bigger packages, and they need to go find new homes so they can be flown, crash repaired, and enjoyed. So we had 599 comments in the video, about 8,100 views on that. And if we pop over to the responses, you can see that I have those here. If we jump back to the actual survey, let me go to that. You can see we have 3,177 responses. I did clear out a few where there seemed to be some shenanigans going on, where the email addresses were either identical or they were very, very similar, and they were sent in, within like 1 minute of each other. So we have a few less responses. There wasn't that many, thankfully. The warnings seemed to be heated there. Just a couple, a handful. I will say that it took some time to go through them to try to be thorough in that regard. But as far as the questions that I asked, who has responded? That's funny. Too many recipients to display. Do you fly whoops? Because whoops are one of my favorites, and being a micro channel, that makes sense, right? So 91.7% of all of those that came and have a response in here, the 3,177, 91.7% do fly whoops, and only 8.3 of you don't. And what I should have asked is, if you don't fly whoops, why don't you? But maybe next time. And then we go down here a little bit further, and do you fly whoops inside or outside? We had a little over 3,000 responses there. So about 80% fly both, about 12% inside only, and about 8.8% outside only. So I'm kind of in that 12%, but I do fly them both for review purposes. Although we got snow again, so if I have another whoop coming up here in the short run, I don't know if outside flight will happen. And then I asked if you built a quad. And then we have kind of a short text question after that. So 70% have built quads, so that's good, and 30% have not. And that 30% could include people that haven't quite gotten into the hobby just yet. That's something that I noted through these comments, that they haven't started, or they're doing their research, they're doing their homework, they're trying to pull the trigger, kind of like when I described when I was a kid going through all the Christmas catalogs, doing all my homework, deciding where I wanted to spend my time, effort, and money. So here we are over on the spreadsheet that we get from that. We have our questions across the top, and then we've got all the names without the full email address in there to protect everyone's privacy, and you'll be able to see these a little bit responses. And I'm just going to scroll through there. There's again, there's over 3,000, so I've got to go fairly quick. A bit about the vacation, if you're curious. It was really nice. We went down to the Riviera Maya, or Maya Riviera. I'm not certain which way it goes. I believe they have a kind of like letters spelled out in an area where it said Maya Riviera. Very nice. The staff was great. It's the Barcelona hotels and spas down there. I think the nearest city is Quintana Roo. We flew into Cancun, and then about an hour shuttle over to the Barcelo hotels, and we stayed at the, what's it called? It starts with I think it starts with the P. Oh, the Palace. The Palace is the one that we stayed at. Of course, because it's kind of all-inclusive sort of stuff, we did have access to the other areas, except for the adult-only area, which is funny to me, because adult-only, I think, brings different thoughts about what's going on in that area. But my son and I went for a tour. We wanted to go for a walkabout on day one. And so we're just walking down along the beach on this sidewalk path, and then we both needed to use the restroom. And as we got to an area where I found a staff member, I asked him where a bathroom was, and he told me that, yeah, you can go over there, but he can't. So we had to reverse and go back a ways to find a restroom we could both use, because we'd run into that adult-only area. We did quite a bit of snorkeling, which was a first experience for me and pretty fun. We took a catamaran on one day to go do some snorkeling along some a special little section. I think it's coral is what they call it. So lots of neat and interesting fish. I used to have fish tanks. For those that used to be around the channel years ago, I kind of let the fish tanks go because it was just time I didn't have as I was trying to do this and raise a young family. And at that time, we had a cat as well. It was just too much. I wasn't able to do it all. And so the fish tanks was something that went away. I had a freshwater and a saltwater. Although I don't know if I had a saltwater during the time I've made videos on YouTube. So, yeah. But I had fish previously for a long, long time. I started with fish tanks when I was in high school. And that was just kind of a calming effect. It's something I like to do. Okay, we got finally down to the bottom there. 3175, of course, our first row is our headers. And so let's see, we should have 3174 in here. So I need to shorten that up just a bit. 3174. No, I don't need to shorten that up because we're starting at 2. So 3175. We're going to generate one at a time, and then we will go to the number. I did, before I started, try to find out how I can jump to these numbers quicker. And I know there's a way, and I went back to one of the previous videos to find the comment section, and I tried a few of them, and they just weren't working for me. I don't know if I'm not doing something, so you'll have to put up with my scrolling yet again. And we're going to do one at a time if I didn't say that, and I've got my boom roasted notepad because I will make little hash marks until we get to 18. So let's go ahead and get a number. So 1407 is number 1. And I will use this video recording as my record keeping. So 1407. Oh, let's use the sidebar over here. 14 should be getting close. Oh, too far. 1407. R. McEwen, 1974. I suspect that's either a graduation or a birth date. So congratulations, you are winner number 1. You get the first item that was in the original giveaway video. Back over to random.org. Do it again. 2191. 2191. See how quickly we can get there. 2191. 2191. There's 2200. Well, I went too far. Mind Deceiver. Like a license plate sort of thing. Mind Deceiver is winner number 2. You get the second quad that appeared in the giveaway. Go again. 199. Oh, way up top here. Go way up. Just scroll. Just come on. Go. What did it say? 199? I forgot already. Yep, 199. 199. Swarley 2000. You, sir, or ma'am, are winner number 3. That is the third one that we've picked. Again. 1144. 1144. So way back down again. 1144. STE Shining. I think there's a period between there. My old eyes may be seeing a period, or I have a dot on my monitor. Excuse me. Winner number 4. Back over to random.org. Go again. 2254. Further down the list. 2254. 2254. 2254. Juho Pulkinken. N. Sorry. I'm always so bad at that. You're winner number 5. Yuho. Some people were concerned about me being able to send to, I think it was New Zealand, was the one country that came up. And, you know, if the package doesn't cost me $1 million to send, you know, we have that limit there. Yeah, I'll send it anywhere. It doesn't matter. I had a package from Italy and Israel over the years come back after like 7 months. They came back. I don't know what happened there. Okay, 2987. I suspect Customs didn't like the fact that they were quads or drones, although I think I put toy helicopter on those Customs forms. 2987. 2987. Krug-S2. Krug-S2. Why do you build? Better flight performance. Sometimes you can, depending upon what you're looking for. 816. Oh, way up. 816. 816. Arnaud Del Volta. Arnaud Del Volta, you are winner number 7, according to my records. 2510. Boy, it's jumping around. High, low, high, low. 2510. I went too far. 2510. Redbone 818. You are winner number 8. Redbone 818. Congratulations. You have won whatever was the 8th product to be in the original video. 2321. Didn't have to go so far this time, thankfully. 2321. 2321. Oh, it's this big block here. Oh, look at all those comments. And I have gone through a lot of the things that you guys typed in, and I think it's always interesting to read your guys' thoughts on things. J.DS, you are winner number 9. I'm going to keep these around so I can continue to go through them. I've got a little list over here of how far down through the typed in responses, the short text. I guess in some cases it's not so short. Okay, let's see. We're going for number 10 here, which is 319. Way short on the list. 319. 319. Martigan Doombush. I'm sorry if I pronounce anyone's name it's improperly. It's not something I'm trying to do. I certainly don't want to offend anyone, but I'm not just great at these sort of things. Okay, so Martigan Doombush. Winner number 10. So we got 8 more to do. See, I've been recording for 16 minutes. I'm trying to go fast intentionally so as not to waste your time. 108. 108. Elise Hodge. Oh boy, I'm sorry. Yes, you see your name on screen, and you have an email from me because you are winner number 11. You received the 11th item in the original review video. 1702 is our next row to go find. 1702, 1702. Keep going, keep going. So close, 1702. Where are you at? Arlene Bond. My husband and I are just starting to get into FPV. I remember reading this one. We just got a Jumper T Pro. We bought our first drone, and we're waiting for it to arrive. We still haven't settled on which goggles we want. Yeah, goggle choice is so hard. Goggles are so... It's either you go budget, and then you very likely want to go to a more premium goggle, because it's one of those things that... I think when you go more premium on a goggle, it has a better payoff than going premium on a radio. But you are winner number 12. You get the 12th item in our original video. Did I not click again? There. Got it that time. Ooh, 184. 184. Cologne Eelvers. Disabled. Can't solder for... Yeah. Well, when we have to know our own limitations. Mine is becoming my eyes and possibly my... reflexes when it comes to flying inside. I don't think I have gotten any faster or better over the last year or two. I suspect I'm on the slower side of my reflexes and muscle twitch. So no worries. You are winner number 13. You get the 13th item that appeared in our original review video. Or not review, but the giveaway. 2206. I gotta go way down for this one. Come on, get out of there, tooltip. 2206. 2206. Smodge, I guess. Hi, I'm entering for my partner. That's cool. He only recently built a drone. He enjoys tinkering as it helps him learn more about building. It certainly does. And we have to kind of know how to build in order to repair. And you are winner number 14. So the 14th item goes to your partner, Smodge. That might be like S-Mode, or it has a lot of possibilities as far as pronunciation goes. I should have asked for friendly names. That was my mistake. So 3012. 3012. 3012. Caleb Wildwood 11. For the experience and the fact that I can customize it. Yeah, a lot of people, you get to have your own choices there. I hope to build one someday using the help of my friend. Yeah. Building together, that's a fun thing. Not that I have done it, but you are winner number 15. We got 3 left, folks. 3 left. Let's go again. 727. 727. 727. Is that Mr. Koolane? Time constraints due to work and family commitments. I understand that. So it's all bind and fly for me to de-stress from work loads on some evenings and whatever available me time I can afford during the weekends. Yes, I think we can all kind of agree with that feeling that FPV is one of those things that can pull us away from life and helps us with a potential escape, relaxation, therapy, however we want to see it. So you, Mr. Koolane, you are winner number 16. We got 2 more to go. Going again. 45. Well, that's the lowest number we've had so far. 45. 45. M. Rome. 510. Always build. Part of what I enjoy about the hobby. Yes, sir. Okay, and that you are winner number 17. So this is the last one. Package number 18. Last number drawn is 303. We didn't get a big number this time. That's all right. Let's see who's 303. 303, where are you at? I think that is Tankard 87R. Building is fun, but it's also nice to have something that you know works out of the box. You know, that is true, but I think being on this side of things and talking to so many people that have, gotten quads or bought quads or are having setup issues and help, whatever, um, that's not 100% the case. It would be great if it is, but it's just not. I mean, it's just like anything else when it's manufactured. It's not 100% perfect. Somebody buys a brand new car, they get it home, and 2,000 miles later, it's giving them all sorts of fits. So unfortunately, there is a failure rate in manufacturing. But Tanker at 87R, you are our final winner. That is number 18. They're all on my sheet. Got all my hashes right here on my office. Boom roasted. I know the US office wasn't the original. I watched the UK version first. And I enjoyed it quite a bit. That what got me hooked on the US version of the office. So we have all our hashes. We have all our winners drawn. Everyone should have an email from me. If you don't have an email from me, give me a couple of hours to possibly tie off any sending. When you're using, and I'm using Gmail to send from, so it will be nickburnsrc@gmail.com that you receive a message from. Any other message that you get and it doesn't have that in the email address, don't get fooled by the logo. Don't get fooled by the name. Actually look at the email address, which your email client should show you if you click on it or take some sort of action. Someone else might be coming along trying to fool people, and that was one of the reasons why I kind of pulled off a lot of the stuff on the email address so that they couldn't do that. Protect you in this process. But look for an email. If you don't have one at the time of this video, I try to get those timed to where I release the video and I get the emails out about the same time. If you don't have one, give me a couple hours. I've probably got them queued up, and I'm trying to, get them sent and make sure I've got all my record keeping for, making sure I've sent everything properly. I don't want to get things wrong. But the videos is a lot of our record keeping. The email part is a part of our verification, as well as the process of getting the package shipped to you. I'm going to need your whatever name you choose to give me, your shipping address, wherever you want it sent. And if you're international, I will need a phone number. They just require it on the customs forms. By the way, on the customs forms, I typically put toy and I'll put remote control on it. Sometimes I'll put helicopter on it. Sometimes I put quadcopter. I get some people have experience receiving things in their country and they know that certain words probably draw unwanted attention. And I generally put a very low value on these things because they're all used. So technically, value is very subjective. So once it's used, I think I usually put 10 to 15 US dollars as the value on these things. And I haven't gotten any negative feedback about doing that. I've always hesitated when I've been asked to put $0 on it because that seems like a red flag. Why would someone spend any money to send a package that has $0 value? So I think $10, $15 is reasonable in there yet, and I've done that a number of times. So I will need that information. So if you don't have an email address, or excuse me, if you don't have an email from me, give me a couple hours. I'll get that stuff out. I promise I'll get that stuff out. If you don't have an email from me, say the following day, go ahead and email me back. And I say, hey, I don't have an email. You can send me a message on Facebook. I'm not very good about checking Instagram. I hit Instagram like every other week, like one time. I don't get a lot of communication through Instagram, probably because I just don't use it very much. I don't post to Instagram much. So it's not a place I have a habit of checking very often. And Facebook, of course, has got a limited number of friends, but you can send messages to everyone. It just ends up in a queue where someone's requesting to send a friend to you. But so we'll get this stuff all worked out so we can get these package shipped off and they can be flown and crashed and repaired. And just about everything has a video on it except for like the radio that I gave away that's pretty standard, X-Lite radio. And one of the RTF packages, I did not get around to reviewing it. And at this time, I'm just probably not, interested because I think that one was a larger quad, so it doesn't really fit into my wheelhouse. So check your email address. Give me some time if you don't have one. But, if it's been the next day, doesn't even have to be 24 hours after posting this, just kind of the next day. If it hasn't come through, you haven't seen it yet, let me know and we'll get it sorted out. I'll send you another message because we're going to use that message as well as another thing that I do to verify I'm talking to who I'm talking to. And we'll get the packages out. Okay, I always enjoy giving these things away. A lot of people ask me to buy. They're looking for deals, and I understand that. But I I have never mentally come to terms with selling this stuff. You know, most of it comes to me from the manufacturers for nothing. They have no input in my videos. If anyone asks to see the video beforehand, I just tell them, nope, not going to post the video. Don't come calling again. You know, that's just not how I work. And I don't think anybody does work that way. If I have a problem with one of the quads, I'll reach out to the manufacturers and say, hey, you know, is this how it's supposed to be? Or, you know, if this is broken, this just can't be right. So that's about the only time they get any pre-video communication. And so charging someone or making someone pay for something that came to me for free, and then there's always the other side of things, is that, you know, someone can feel burned. You know, they get a quad, they pay, let's say someone pays $50 for a quad that has a retail value of $120. They get the quad, and for whatever reason, it either doesn't work, or in some cases, they crash it and break it, and now they feel wronged, and then they go all over the internet making a lot of noise about how they feel wronged. I just don't want to get involved in that sort of stuff. It's too time intensive. It would be something that would probably keep me up at night, and it's not why I do this. So I just give them all away. Who can complain about something that's free, right? I'm even giving one away that is, two that are broken. The Smart 16 and the Eachine Novice, either 3 or 4. 3 or 4 has a 1 or more bad motors, but I got new motors in there that you can use. Okay, I need to stop talking. I've been recording too long now. I hope you guys enjoyed this process. It's probably going to be a little bit before I have too many more videos coming out. I was actually took a little longer than I had planned to get this video out. You know, come back from vacation, right back into work the next day. I had 2 overnights. I was just pretty tired for a while, and so making a video wasn't high on my priority list just because of the fatigue. But and now we got snow, so yeah, I got a couple things that I had been kind of holding on to for a few months. We might jump back with those and have a little bit of fun when the grass and the backyard was in much better shape. But anyways, I've said it twice. I got to get out of here. You need to move on to doing something else. I hope everybody has an email from me and we can get these quads shipped out. I appreciate your time, and thanks for watching.